While I might be packing up and driving away from deer camp for the last time this year, the story of the last week is just about ready to start. So stay tuned on Real World Deer Hunter. Well, we made it to deer camp. Down here on the eastern shore where it seldom snows. It is about 24 degrees out there right now. So, let's give you a little once around the place. Got a little screened in porch out here. Of course, no heat. That's good in the summer. Got us a couple of TVs there. Neither of them work, so that's a plus. Here's one of the bucks we've taken. This is the living room, dinner table. It's my coolers with my food. Another buck that we've taken. And as you can see, the place is a work in progress. I mean, all in all, it's not bad. I mean, it's got, you know, what you need to live. In the kitchen now, a big old sink for butchering deers, steel countertop. That's my microwave making breakfast. We're having burritos for breakfast. Got our freezer. Got some fried chicken in there. Got some other stuff in the fridge. And we got our bathroom. Not extravagant, but it's got the three main things you're looking for in a bathroom. Let's check out the bedrooms. As you can see, we live in the lap of luxury here. We have some bunks. Could really sleep a bunch of people. It's not that we have a bunch of people, but at one time the hunting club that was here had a bunch of people. In the bedroom. And I'll show you my room that I call the presidential suite. Let's see. Here we go. Some bunks. I got my stuff all laid out. Another shot of that other buck that we took here. So, that's our deer camp. Oh, one other room. Let's take you to the indoor-outdoor room. We have no AC out here, no heat. We use it for a storage room and also for dressing. You'll see that can there. It's brand new, never had anything in it, so we don't have to worry about the smells. But that's it. That's deer camp. Well, kind of like a winter wonderland here on our way. Got about 400 yards to walk on this logging road, and then cut over to an overgrown logging road. And we got about another 400 yards to go. Well, we just made it to the other logging road. As you can see, it's nice and thick down here. Snow's a little crunchy, so I'm going to have to take my time and go real slow for the next 400 yards or so. Here's a blind that I hunted in the early season in some darn rut. Deer cross right here out of the thicket, go in toward the swamp. Really good stand, really decent cover. Here's an intersection with an old logging trail. Another cut over, super thick, about 100 yards from my spot. Well, we just got to my blind. As you can see, it's super thick all around it. It's on a little logging trail. It's got a small opening where the deer cross the trail. Well now, as you could probably guess, didn't see much last night. We got a little stuff to do here around the cabin and then off to hunt again. Okay, so we have Jeff here, got the camp.
What's that?
Just talking to myself. Not like I'm videoing you or anything.
Oh, shit.
Yep, we got Jeff just got the camp. We got a couple other guys showing up. He's got some corn for them because they want to hunt with some corn, which is completely legal here in Maryland. There we go. Let's see if we can get this thing out the back. Yep. Possibly need some driving lessons. Here we go. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeffrey Pike. So Jeff, while you're putting corn out for the other guys, how much are you putting out for yourself?
None.
None? Zero?
Zero.
Not a sprinkle?
Not a. Well, unless one gets stuck in my boot, a kernel, or my pocket or something.
Alrighty. That's Jeff No Corn. So Jeff, what's your thoughts on hunting with corn?
I don't do it, but not that there's anything wrong with it.
This is starting to sound like a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's where I got it from. I'm not gay, but I don't. But there's not that there's any. If Steve is, you know, I still hang out with him, and there's nothing wrong with it for being gay.
I'm not gay, by the way. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Okay, the death-defying Jeff Pike is towing the corn in the back with only a bungee cord. That's right, only a bungee cord. And there goes our hero off into the sunset. Well, we're out here taking a little walk, doing a little scouting in an area where we're not hunting. You can see this is a transition from more open woods to thicker woods with some holly trees. Gets really thick over here. And what do we see? Deer tracks along the transition. Something good to look for. Walked about another 30 yards closer to the transition. Okay, it's right there. And you got a logging trail with a transition, and there's tracks coming right down the logging trail. Actually, pretty good amount of sign where deer are feeding in here. Now we're actually inside the transition where it's more hollies and stuff like that. And you can see that the place is pretty tore up with deer sign. I mean, they are coming through here like crazy. And it continues. Just going to keep walking, show you how thick it is. It's really good thermal cover. Not a whole lot of wind in here. And the deer are using it really, really good. Very cool. What do you think? Would you set up in a spot like this? I would definitely think about it.
Well, it's Friday. First day of the extended rifle season here in Maryland. And we're just waiting for the other guys to show up. They'll be here in a little bit. We've got a few things to do this morning. Then we'll be off to hunt. Well, I done did it. I found that fresh sign today and I moved to it. We'll see if it's any better. You know, there's a lot of times when you can take the loss of a sit to move to a more productive spot. And, you know, my first spot was pretty decent, but there's such an amount of deer sign in this one spot, I can't not hunt it. So, we'll see how it turns out. You know, it just occurred to me that I never showed you guys the camp. Well, this is it. Got some parking areas and stuff. We are pretty much out in the woods. Place just got re-sided last year. It's been a 5-year project for Jeff and his family. And they're good enough to have us here to hunt every year. Give you an idea, we're in southern Maryland and it's about 22 degrees today. So it's a little chilly. Friday afternoon. New spot. 2 o'clock. Let's see what comes walking down this trail.
Is that a German motorcycle club?
It originally was, yeah, when it started out in 1910.
Okay. You know the history of it?
Yep, I ran it for 4 years.
Well, I guess you would. Tell me the history of it.
Drink beer.
I understand that shit. It's a German motorcycle club.
Started out with 7 members, now there's 1,400.
1,400? Okay.
I babysat them for 4 years.
And,
2 down.
you know anything about the original
Don't know how many to go. Number 2 getting taken care of.
I'm sorry.
So far successful for these guys. Well, will you look at that. Today's breakfast. Chicken nuggets and some of my wife's homemade macaroni and cheese. Here's a true 1%er meal for you. Yep. We live nothing but the high life here. Truth be told, this is one of the reasons that I come to deer camp. To relax, to recline, to rest, for peace. Unless the little voices in my head start arguing, then it becomes an issue.